Here we will see range function in Python. The Python range function returns a sequence of numbers in a given range. The most common use of it is to iterate sequence on a sequence of numbers using Python loops. The range function returns a sequence of numbers starting from 0 by default and increments by 1 by default and stops before a specified number. General syntax is range with parameter start, stop and step, where start is an optional parameter which is an integer number specifying at which position to start. Default is 0. Stop is a required parameter which is an integer number which specifies at which position to stop, and this number is not included. And step is an optional parameter which is an integer number which specifies the incrementation. Default is 1. We can call the range function with these three parameters. First we'll see range with stop parameter. When the user calls range function with one argument, the user will get a series of numbers that starts at 0 and includes every whole number up to the number specified at stop, but that number is not included. For example, if we give for I in range 6 and if we print I, it will print number from 0 to 5, and here 6 is not included. Next is range with parameters start and stop. Here the range function is called with two parameters start and stop. These parameters can be any integer where start is greater than the stop. The first parameter is the starting point of the range and other parameter is the exclusive end of the range. For example, if we give for I in range 5, 10 and if we print I, it will display number from 5 to 9 and 10 is excluded. Next we'll see range function with start, stop and step. Here when the range function receives three arguments, the argument represent start, stop and step parameters from left to right. When the sequence of number is created, the first number will be the start argument and the last number of the sequence will be the number before stop argument, which is represented as stop minus 1, and step provides difference between the numbers. For example, if we give for I in range 5, 15, 3 and if we print I, it will print 5, 8, 11 and 14. That is, the starting number is 5, next number will be 5 plus 3 that is 8, then 8 plus 3 11 and 11 plus 3 14. Here 15 is not included in this series. Now we'll see range function in Jupyter Notebook. First we'll see range with one parameter, that is stop. So we'll use for I in range 6 and if we print I and if we execute, it will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is starting number by default is 0 and last number is 5 which is less than 6. 6 is not included. If we want to print it on same line, we will use here end. So I comma end and we'll use space to differentiate two numbers. So if we execute, it will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on same line. Next we'll see range function with two parameters. So range with start and stop. So we'll use here for I in range 5, 10 and we'll print I comma end equal to space, and if we execute this, it will print numbers as 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is starting number will be 5 and last number will be 10 which is not included. So series will be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next we'll see range with three parameters. So range with start, stop and step. Here we will use for I in range 5, 15, 3. Here 5 is the starting number, 15 is the ending number and 3 is the step. That is difference between two numbers. And if we print I and if we execute, it will print 5, 8, 11, 14. That is starting number will be 5. Difference between two numbers is 3. 8 plus 3 11 and 11 plus 3 14. Last number is 15 which is not included here.